talk about what he did in the 60s first. Christopher was a draft resistor. At that time, all young men were subject to conscription into the military. And at age 18, they had to register to inform the government that they had come of age and were eligible to be drafted. And he decided that he would not do that, that he would not register at the age of 18. So he made his decision to resist the draft at the age of 17 or possibly even earlier, very, very young. And he found other draft resistors, including an institute for the study of nonviolence in Palo Alto that was founded by Joan Baez. And a senior figure there was David Harris, a draft resistor from Marin, who was married to Joan at the time. And Christopher organized among high school students. He would go to high school parking lots, and his friends would bring students out to the parking lot so he could give them a rap. That's what we would have called it at the time. He would give them a rap about resisting the draft. He put together a magazine called Together that he issued and sent around the country. And he organized conferences. And for doing all of that, he attracted the attention of the federal government that arrested him and put him on trial 3 times and finally convicted him. And he spent 9 months in federal prison, minimum security prison in southern Arizona at the age of 20. After that, he worked as a charitable foundation director, or grants director. So he gave grants to nonviolent projects, projects centering on nonviolence. Then he returned to, well, he didn't return to, he started college. He had deferred college because he thought that he was going to be arrested, and he thought that he would go to prison. So, so he started college at that time and worked for a while in HIV and was in Washington State when the first federal HIV money came in, and had a role on the governor's task force to figure out how to spend that money, how to structure the HIV care in Washington State at the time. But I would say honestly that other than that, he was not all that active, with the exception of one thing, which was that Christopher always felt that the story of draft resistance was the most important and the most dynamic and the most dedicated and the most exciting and engaging part of his whole life. And he thought the story should be told. And he tried to write a book. He was writing a book for about 5 or 6 years, and then the chance for this film came along. And he dropped the book and started up with the film. And now the film is done.